Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes, like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to 1v1 on, you guessed it, it is Road to Tunis. In the west stands Delirious with the Deutsches Afrika Korps, the German army. Here with the 15th Panzer Division, in the east it is Eris, fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, here with the 6th Armoured Division. We got Armoured Support versus Heavy Army. Here's both players got to bat there. And as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to the keep commenting and liking the video, subscribing with the YouTube algorithm. So, double Panzer Pioneer bike opening here from Delirious. Panzers, of course, did get some nerfs in the hotfix, which means they now take even longer to build. So, yeah, I don't think anyone really thought that was the best way to go about it, but 250 half from left for Delirious. Panzer Pioneer pushing ahead here by, of course, busy southwards. Noting here, it's actually focusing on the heavy munition or high munitions point rather than fuel. An interesting priority there by Delirious. Sandbags here, again, in fact, he's really focused on the munitions here, it seems, more than anything. Fascinating. Meanwhile, double sappers section out here for Eris in the British Empire. Number 3 company there. Got the section A north of the Enfield bolt action rifles. Mark 4 there in hand. And we got the 250 after got it for Eris and the German army. Panzer Pioneer got the cut-off point there secured nice and snugly. Panzer Pioneer rushing ahead here. Dingo for Eris, of course, to counter any light vehicles, at least give them a tougher time. Otherwise, very sort of quiet opening here in the south section there, just standing about, going for the cutoff point, preparing for some mechanized action here. 250 hard tracks were typically part of a Panzer Division's reconnaissance battalion. There's some units, otherwise, when they couldn't get the 250 half track, would have been issued 250 half tracks as well. Fun fact. First Panzer Squad ahead of Delirious. And there you go, Dingo rushing forward, opening up in the Panzer Pioneer. German fire, though, is quick to respond here. Set a bit exposed. He could have laid down maybe some sandbags, but obviously got caught laying down sandbags there. He would have suffered quite a bit. But there you go. British forces counterattacking, but still here. We see Delirious managing to briefly cut off his opponent's fuel supply there. It's also worth noting, he's definitely getting a lot more munitions also briefly here than Eris as well. So that's obviously providing Delirious with a bit of benefits here. Panzer Pioneer there, quick moving to fix the half track. Trying to see if we can't finish off that Dingo. Make it a Dingon. And we got Eris here with the double Dingo build. Which again, is something you do see happen with some heavy armor battle group players. They use the Dingos to see how they circle fire, see if they can't bait out some light vehicle counters. And then, you know, quick withdraw the Dingos. Once to stop, you know, being that useful. And maybe also getting some of those counters a bit out to dry. So, it's an interesting strategy there, Barry. It's a bit risky, but if you can make it work, it can definitely provide you with a bit of a manpower surplus, while also frustrating your opponent. So, we'll have to see what happens to Dingo, though. Sappers here, heavy automatic fire, of course, the sappers do like a bit of range there on their Sten guns. Second Dingo moving in. British forces pushing from the southern fuel pump. We got Delirious doing the same thing on the north side. German force giving the pressure here. Eris here deciding to stand his ground in an engagement that honestly is not in his favor because, again, the sappers really drop off in terms of DPS at range. And he's up against like a lot of units with bolt action rifles here. As soon as that happens, then the Dingos withdraw. The sappers are pretty much useless. And we see Eris, of course, realizing he has to withdraw. But in the south, of course, this section there has made access to the southern field. But of course, we're seeing the same thing up north here from Delirious. Vickers on the way to help, of course, provide some heavier firepower range to deal with those bloody Gearys. 250 after withdrawing Panzer Grenadiers on the cutoff point. We do have some tech there with the light support company. And there you go, section spotted. Panzer Pioneer staying a bit of distance, obviously to decrease the penetration the rifles can do. But also, in case, you know, Eris has reached its grenades, he doesn't want to like, get close and hit with the anti-tank grenade. Got the engine detachment for cheaper to train and reinforce sappers. And there you go, Vickers team ramming. The good old Vickers water-cooled heavy machine gun, or medium machine gun. Dashing in the Dingos, going for that 250 half track here. Yep, that's going to go down here. Underestimated Eris' tenacity here with his Dingos. And with that, we see the first sort of major loss here. That is a complete loss of a light Schützen Panzerwagen. Straight to mechanized company there. Guessing perhaps Arctards here, most likely. They're getting rid of that, definitely helps here Eris a bit. slows down the mobility of Delirious. Of course, let's see what happens next. Ooh, mine goes off here. Sap is taking losses. Reginald and Lawrence there.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Both from Birmingham, they're blown up. Anyway, Special Officer Dingo's dashing in there. Bygol's withdrawing here. Of course, Delirious not wanting to lose another light vehicle to the British in the early game. That would really leave him, you know, sort of stuck there out in the open.
Victory point under enemy
Selection and munitions point, of course, looking to shut off the German munitions supply. We got repair kits on the way there. No sign of any upgrades for the troops, and I don't think we've seen, like, any sort of major mining going on there either. We do have flamethrowers up here, various, and there we go. Light vehicle withdrawn refit. The key piece is making the double Dingo build work. Again, you're not expecting to do great for a long time, you just expect to do well for long enough, so you can then just zoom, trade them in after doing some damage, then repairing it. You know, boom, pull them back, and then you suddenly have a bit of a manpower surplus. It's a very cheeky strategy there. In the south here, bike spotted by the Dingo, push back, Veterans one there. Got another 250 after it this time with the Panzerjägers riding along inside of it with their Panzerbüchse. Or anti-tank rifles. There we go, Dingo spotted here. And of course, this is the point where Ares, I mean, yeah, he's starting to withdraw the Dingoes already, so only able to salvage one Dingo, but it's better than no Dingoes. This is also, of course, the, you know, main concern with a strategy like this. You know, in particular against the DAK, they can very quickly, like, hit out with Panzerjägers, in which case you're not going to, like, have those Dingoes lasting for long. So you definitely want to be careful about keeping the Dingoes around for too long, and here, Ares definitely, like, you know, overdid it. And he'd been able to pull back both, that would have been amazing. But he instead, Delirious was able to, like, you know, score at least one Dingo down. And he can, of course, also salvage it. He could also salvage the 250 half-track unless he wishes to recover that.
The enemy holds all victory points.
And, of course, you actually now get manpower upon a salvage. A bit of manpower, not a lot. So, of course, that, of course, gives another incentive to Delirious to knock that Dingo out. So this actually gets a bit less great there for Ares on top of that. Saps they're calling down mines. German forces swinging northwards here. Good mobility out of Delirious. But now we do have the Humber armored car, though, of course, it is still going to have to be careful around those Panzerjägers. They can quickly load the damage. But there you go, 250 after hitting mine. Engine blown out. Arced out on the way there, though, Fort Delirious. In the center, British forces. Charge in there. And we got another section there for Ares and the British Empire. And there you go, Humber diving in there. Got that 250 half-track. Panzerjägers able to release the assist. And the Panzer Pioneers in deep trouble. More mines exploding. Sappers there, losing quite a few feet in the process. As a Schützenmine goes off, and fun fact, they were very much designed to maim rather than kill.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
They were also designed to be very difficult to detect, being made largely out of wood and other non-ferrous materials, to the point where the Allied troops had to rely more on dogs to find the mines than your minesweepers. And of course, there's also the German tendency of applying anti-tamper devices, which, on top of making the mines difficult to detect, also make them difficult to disarm. But there you go. Big tactical area here by Ares, left his center tank and exposed, and this allows, of course, Delirious to descend upon it and clear it out. So what happens? Does he try and grab it himself? Does he destroy it? Okay, he's destroying it. And an ambulance to the way there for Delirious. You got the 6-pounder gun more on the way for Ares, but he's definitely suffered some more uncomfortable losses by now. I mean, he definitely had some successes, but losing the 6-pounder gun like that really puts the screws in Ares. And definitely think provides Delirious with a bit more of an advantage.
Vehicles must maintain the pressure, no matter the cost.
Section, samples moving in there. Got more recce packages on the way there for Ares. Very much expected. Recce package, after that brief period where the Bren gun was more popular, has become again very popular as well. Because again, just, you know, it works quite well on the move. Can give you flares, and again, it gets that bonus against units in cover. Bike down, bit painful here for Delirious, but at this point, not the most massive losses compared to what he's inflicted on Ares in comparison. So it's hardly something that Delirious is going to be like, you know, crying about, unless he's like a really big, you know, bike enthusiast. Got the recce package sections there moving forward, charging into the German position. Panzerjägers left to fend off against them. Definitely a bad engagement there for Delirious. Panzerjägers definitely not intended finding off infantry. And go popping in here. 6-pounder gun there, of course. He needs to be more careful with this one. If he loses another one like the first one, that's going to be really bad for Ares. We've got a second 6-pounder gun on the way. Very standard there. If any player goes for the anti-tank guns, you go for multiples. Of course, you could also try and go for Stuart light tanks, but it's likely he's going to go for Crusader anti-aircraft tanks and then maybe further push up. We'll have to see here. Armored car, they're getting slammed here with the 6-pounder gun, and it's 57mm shells there. Further south here, British forces poking at the southern German front. Armour, they're deploying smoke to allow withdrawal use of the machine gun, in theory, and repositioning, but keep it rough. Oh, and we got here the flares off. Still a lot of pressure in areas. Delirious and the German army keeps up pressure. Victory points wise, there's a small lead for the British over the German army so far. We got another arc here for Delirious. And pretty heavy on those armored cars.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Let's see how that works out. Definitely depends, like, you know, on how quickly the areas can maybe go for Crusader anti-aircraft tank or Stuarts, in which case the Archdart strategy could have some issues, because it is worth noting Delirious has, like, no real anti-tank assets otherwise, so would be a bit wrong with this. Also floating a bit of manpower.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
There you go, recce section pushing it. We got more panzer grenadiers here for Delirious. Thumbs up. We just lines it off. You can also see here in the south, areas hitting that southern fuel point. Do have a heavy armor coming in here. 232. It's massive radio antenna there on top, as in the early starts of the war, radio antennas used to be quite big. So throughout the war, they'd actually, like, you know, start to, like, make them much smaller. Like, you know, little fun fact there. More panzer guns, we've got veteran squad leaders, of course, a good upgrade if you've got any amount of infantry, so thumbs up the Delirious and Deutschland. There you go, Crusader anti-aircraft tank. It's got the manpower, just needs the fuel. Fuel, he has the manpower. Silly me in just a bit. Stricken by colder weather. North the Arctic, they're pushing in as well. There we can see a broad attack here from Delirious, hoping to, like, you know, extend here Ares' front line, hoping he doesn't, like, you know, run to, like, one hard point that crashes him. He's very close to the Crusader anti-aircraft tank there. You can call it in. Well, like you said, to hit both the Arcdarts, but of course also the infantry under Delirious. And again, Delirious continues to not operate here with a lot of the anti-tank. No, he doesn't go for it. He actually goes straight for the company command post. Color me surprised. I mean, most players under these circumstances would have absolutely gone for the Crusader anti-aircraft tanks, because, I mean, Delirious really right now would be quite exposed to it. I'm not saying, of course, here that, you know, taking up is a bad idea as such, but I'm just surprised. I'm thoroughly surprised. 254 there on the way for Delirious, planning a bit of light artillery support against the British. Which could turn their reliance on anti-tank guns and machine guns is so not going to be a bad idea at all. Of course, it does also mean Delirious continues to, like, operate with a very, very low amount of anti-tank weapons, so he will be a bit vulnerable to, you know, again, any kind of tanker, really. Arrows actually could withdraw the Humber here and call in a Crusader tank or a Matilda too, I think. But he's going straight for the Grants. That's definitely not a bad idea either. In particular, Grants could give Delirious a really bad time of it. It might also, in some ways, actually also benefit him, because it does mean tanks were a bit delayed, but if Delirious just keeps focusing on what he's doing right now, it might also mean he's going to have, like, even, again, just no real counters to the Grants once they hit. And once then the Grants hit, Delirious might have to take longer time to, like, you know, bring up the counters, that meaning Grants could do a lot more damage on a pose. So there's kind of a logic to what Ares is doing. I do think he needs to be a bit careful with the Humber, not pushing his luck too far with it. It would be better, much better for him to, of course, withdraw and refit it for fuel and manpower. There you go. Got one of the heavy armored cars. Bit of a blow there to Delirious. Panzers moving forward to the defensive force. Got Sappers moving with the flamethrower and the Sten guns. Halting the German advance. We do get a grenade there chucked at them. Armour cutting another mine. British anti-tank and stuff. Almost in position to destroy this. This could be a massive blow to Delirious. Massive. Smoke is being deployed to the 254, deploying a smoke screen. And this just narrowly saves the armored car there by the looks of it. Great bit of fortune there and timing by Delirious. Got Martyrs on the way. He's finally starting to take the anti-tank threat and the armored threat more seriously. And right about time because Ares is about to hit him with Grants. And of course he could also hit him with foot guards. Meanwhile, Martyr 3, early model on the way there for Delirious. Sappers clashing in here from the north. We got artillery calling in by the British forces. Sappers though getting hot and aggressively focused down here by German troops. Yeah, victory points wise, fuel wise, it does look like here that Delirious is down to fall a bit behind. Ares. And 3 Grant there right around the corner. Got the Armoured 3 ready. Based off the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T, it mounted a converted Russian anti-tank gun on top of it. Specifically converted to using German Pak-40 ammunition. Fun fact, it was the Germans actually designating that the Pak-46R. Got a wipe there. Foot guards on the way here for the Ares. Grant rolling forward with his guns blazing at the German troops there. British forces apparently were a bit fond of the Grant there in North Africa, in part I believe because it actually had air conditioning. Which obviously North Africa plays a big role. But also apparently due to, even with its awkward layout, the guns were still pretty solid. So in its Aachen Southwards, we've got the Martyr moving up as well there.
Packing the sweeper away.
6-pounder guns at the ready. Needs to be careful with this Martyr. One mistake that could allow the British force, of course, bursted down quite quickly. It is not exactly heavily armoured.
Luftwaffe forces are available to harass a target area.
These 2 counter-tank loaded there ready.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
There you go, Martyr engaging the Grant. In the centre, foot guards assault here going. Flamethrowers doing what they can. We got the 250 nearby for artillery support. Grenade here, I think shortly behind the Panzer could be quite good, or not necessary because the Panzer Pioneers just get mauled by the Thompson so hard. North here, we got Panzer Grenadiers, they're hitting a mine, taking some damage. Right, basically, there we go. Martyr scores another excellent hit here for the German Reich. No sign of, further units are calling, but Delirious. No, say additional Martyrs. Any sign of attack up, I believe. Nothing further there, at least. In the centre, foot guards there being classed with heavy German fire. 2 hit force, looks like could call in some artillery. And the ground there is really being pushed to its limits here by areas like it's slow and healthy. You think he needs to, get that repaired soon. Oh, no, that was really close here for Delirious. I'm actually surprised he could take 2 hits like that, but he does have the research upgrades there to make it a bit tougher, and of course deploy smoke. Had it not been for that upgrade, that 254 would have been absolutely kaput. Meanwhile, they're catching here, Ares is a bit off guard there, charging in for the German army there. Going for the exposed anti-tank crusader, which again, Ares has a bit of a uncomfortable habit of being exposed. Calling in a crusader anti-aircraft tank, I think here just for some swift response here. To help deal with infantry and light support weapons. And also does mean against the Stuka anti-tank loiter, he will also be a bit ready there, so that will be a bit tough here for Delirious to use effectively against him. There's definitely some utilities of that. Martyr's withdrawing here. Taken ready. That'd be a total of 3 major variants on the Martyrs. Usually at the Martyr 1, the Martyr 2, the Martyr 3. The Martyr 1 was actually based off French captured tanks. The Martyr 2 was based off the Panzer 2. And the Martyr 3 is based off the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T. But in general, the concept was same. Use a some old, smaller tank and mount, an anti-tank on top of it to create a cheap and relatively mobile tank destroyer. Almost got the Arctite here with the foot guards.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
And we got sappers on the way there for areas. Definitely needs more of them. And of course, again, you can afford them cheaper there thanks to unit attachments. Of course, some more foot guards may also prove to be ideal. And now withdraws the Crusader anti-group tank, probably for more grass. Maybe it also just highlights he's just calling it like an emergency measure. Again, that's something you actually can do with the British. Like, you know, just call a unit in quickly and then withdraw it, you know, as soon as, like, you know, need it. It's a pretty, like, you know, interesting thing there. And certainly, again, highlights a bit of, like, you know, higher affinity with the British forces there, the areas. You don't see a lot of players, like, using withdrawn refit like that. I think the only one can, like, really imagine is, like, Nath.
MG-34 and crew standing by.
Thumbs up there to areas. But there you go, second grant on the way there. Panzer Me Commander for Delirious. For some armored vehicle training would be a good investment here for the Grant tanks. If you haven't already gone for that and I missed it. There you go, grabbing in, popping the veterans vulnerability there, but we got the Marder nearby here, engaging the British-American tank there. Ooh, another great hit here. Here he actually gets punished for like picking the wrong time to pop that one. Foot guards went the comfort flank hit, need to use the staggered shot now against the Marder. And we got a loiter here, and this actually by then withdrawing the Crusader anti thing actually bites him a bit in the arse there. Got the Marder. But gets knocked out by the Panzerjägers. That ends up being fairly beneficial there though for Delirious. Trading Armada for an M3 Grant is pretty good for the Germans. Less so for the British there. Particularly since that was his veteran tank. That definitely provides a bit of pain in areas. We got smoke being deployed here. Makes it hard for him just set up sharp hinges, cover like, you know, a good portion of the map there. Grant in need of repairs, but it's clearly like his attention is elsewhere. An attempted push up now for the center counterattack here by Ares is really getting just bogged down there, and suppressive fire with the machine gun there. That does go up to the field. We got artillery called in there. Almost had the 254 again. We got the Grant that pushed onto the cutoff point. Just trying to open up again there. Nasty work. And we got the Black Princess selected. That I imagine will be Ares' next move there, just to hold out for that. Call in the really big tank and try and beat those Germans up.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Comes flank around it, quickly using an old burned out Grant there. Well, still burning Grant. For cover. Not a bad setup there by Delirious. And ace level. Extra bad news there for the section. Sappers flanking in. Grant rolling in. More smoky out of Delirious. Very consistent. Thumbs up to that. Just enough counterattack here with a bit of a hodgepodge units there, Delirious. We've also yet to see like anything out of the Panzer Me Commander. No Panzer 3, no Flak 36, no Stukas of Fuss, nothing. No armored reserves either, so I do wonder what he's planning with it, because he didn't cancel it.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
And a bit of artillery here right outside the entrance of the base here. Cheeky plays there out of Delirious. Very cheeky. We're at 204 versus 376. Bit of a gap there, but there's one there. Delirious is working hard to close ever so slowly. In the southeast, Sappers caught with the Arctite. Meanwhile, Grant is being slammed by the Marder 3. And we got another attempt at the cutoff point here. Delirious is merciless. As he should be. And there goes Sapper section about to get sapped. Ares responds to all this with more foot guards. Probably not feeling like he's going to be going for the Black Prince anytime soon. but obviously still wanting to save up for it. So he's of course going for foot guards and have, of course, you know,
Our victory point is being neutralized by
both
the
anti-tank and
enemy.
anti-infantry firepower. That does give him a bit there to push back with, while it's still at the same time making sure it can like save up for that big old tank.
Victory point under enemy control.
Down to 3 men in the Panzer Sappers joining in the fun. Second foot guard section at the ready. We got another push right up the center here. Arctics still proving to be a problem. And we do get armor reserves and then here for Delirious. Might be a target for him then. Might not. I mean, we'll have to see, of course, what Delirious is planning. More foot guards being brought up. Continuing the head-on assault here. And we got Panzers on the flank here. We got the foot guards trying around to deal with them. Already there, though. Nigel goes down. And in the center,
Complete.
push here going on. Almost had the 254
We're losing
again.
ground for the victory point.
Once more, that crucial blow there continues to loot errors.
The Panzer IV is ready for orders.
And there we go. We got the Panther 4. No target stalls out of Delirious.
Proximity alarm near our victory
It's good old
point.
Panzer 4s for the Assault Grenadiers. In the center, we got that reconnaissance section in trouble here with the Arc Dart, which is itself ace level.
The enemy has taken a victory
And
point.
once more smoke. He's like pretty active with his use of smoke there. Thumbs up. Got the Panther 4 rolling ahead here. Infantry riding along.
I'm down, Trooper. We're leaving.
All victory points are under enemy control.
192 versus 56. Dashing it for the southern flank here, where Delirious or Eris is definitely a bit weaker there, so definitely has a chance to work out.
Crossing the line.
In fact, we got the Granty isolated German guns immediately engaging it, shearing off 1/3 of self total here. And we got the Loiter right outside the British base here. Grant there being caught by the Luftwaffe, heavily damaged. And we got a 6-pound on the flank here. Could take out the Panther 4 with a bit of luck, but there you go. German assault grenadiers catch the anti-tank crew and quickly dispose of the gun crew. And we can see the Delirious also quickly setting about destroying the anti-tank. He narrowly recruits it. And foot guard traction could take out the Martyr. There you go. Getting hammered, but several bazooka rockets there completely missed the mark. You can see there that Delirious is really pushing arrows against the wall here. He's almost got all 3 victory points as well here for the German army.
The fight continues.
Further complicating matters here for arrows by a fair bit. He's also lost several sappers at this point. Grunt receiving critical repairs. Got the foot guards on the move. And setting about sweeping mines. Delirious is definitely like clawing his way into this match. I mean, Eris had like a pretty good early to mid game, but it's definitely had some uncomfortable issues as the match has progressed, and Delirious has been more than happy to exploit these mistakes, these issues. That said, though, Eris is very close here to the Black Prince. I mean, he's got the fuel, and he's pretty close manpower-wise as well, so this could get a bit more uncomfortable once more for Delirious and the Germans.
The enemy has 200
In particular, since Eris still has the victory point lead, and Delirious is almost 150 victory points, so there's a lot of ways here that Eris could go ahead and make this very uncomfortable for the Germans. There you go, he's got the resources. He's got the battle group. He just needs to press the button.
taken from us.
Will Arius press the button? Will he call in the Black Prince? He will. There we go. Black Prince out with its 17-pounder gun mounted on the Churchill tank. The unicorn of the British Empire, because it didn't actually fight in the war. There's like only 2 made. And there you go, artillery strike with recon artillery wiping out entire infantry squad here, catching Delirious completely blind and off guard.
We're losing grasp of the victory
Meanwhile, the Black Prince continue to move forwards here. Assault also happening up north. Recce section on the front. Got the Grant charging in there. Guns blazing. We do get an anti-tank grenade there. We got the Marder moving in. Black Prince continues to roll ahead here, moving in to assist the Grant, expecting that to draw attention. And so figuring that's going to be a great spot to have the Black Prince, and turns out to be correct. Panzers, they're being mauled. The cover giving way. Marder almost ignited by the Black Prince already. After coming in to draw fire away there. Dodging a shot there from the Black Prince. The heavy armored car crew breathes a sigh of relief. In the center, though, Panther 4 getting slammed. We got a German troop flank here. Heading into the rear lines of areas, going for the 6th Battalion crew here. That's going to draw the German or the British tanks away there. Things are heating up again. Got those foot guards on the move. We also got a flame for their lying about. And we got a Flak 36 on Delirious. Thumbs up. Going for the big anti-tank weapon and big anti-aircraft gun. Got command tanks and flamethrower tanks for Delirious as well there. Certainly wouldn't hurt him to have maybe a command tank to boost up his armored force there a bit. Building collapsed. Panzerjägers finally perished, but at this point, like the sheer weight of the armor on the field from areas, the Panzerjägers had kind of lived out their usefulness. Sappers on the way, their mines exploding. Foot guards there might actually be able to take out the assault grenadiers. Yeah, that'll be extra painful if Delirious loses a unit like that, but fortune does seem to smile upon Delirious here.
We've done what we can. We have lost control of a victory point.
And there you go. Flak 36 has arrived. Also known as the Flak 88.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Ready with its massive gun shield there. The south Recce section pushed back. Panther 4 and Panzers moving in there. Fun fact, the Flak 36 was the extensive usage during the Spanish Civil War. It's actually where somebody figured out that adding a gun shield to it would actually be a pretty good idea. It was also very much overkill against most of the tanks there, which were typically very small light tanks, and which typically I think would get completely scattered all over the place after a single hit out of that one. Got the recon artillery, but this time though we got the Flak 36 here ready. The gun crew would of course just wake up. He's quick to get it out of there though. Thumbs up here to Delirious. Very smart. British forces pushing northwards. Allowing the Flak 36 to quickly move to deal with that then, as he didn't attack like, you know, close to the main direction. That we actually got a secondary assault here. But there you go, Flak 36 slowly turning around here. We got a lot of called in though, and of course the British, unlike the Germans here, do not have any anti-aircraft guns. And there you go. Marder scores the hit. Grant is down. Pot the blow there, Terry's. Foot guards continue out the center. We got the Panther 4 doing what it can. Foot guards moving in, unleashing a swarm of bazooka rockets here. And almost took out a Panzer squad there with artillery. Might plan to go for a staggering shot here. A staggered shot here. Nope. And we got smoke there as well. Sending the Black Prince unit wiped. The Eris losses continue to be rather heavy, if anything. Stand up being rather painful there for Eris, and less so for Delirious by a good bit there. Quick grenade there. In the center, fresh German assault to claim the center victory point. We got 152-75. Eris is now the one with the back against this wall here, victory point wise. And here we got Sappers versus the assault grenadiers. If the Sappers had flamethrowers, I think they would have actually had a good chance of winning this, but without it, the assault gun is actually going to win this. Panther 4 engaging. Foot guards heading south for the 6 pounder gun. Black Prince still needs some Pretty intensive repairs. Delirious really in control of the situation right now. We can just see the Ares is just struggling to regain control. At least he's finally, like, I think, starting to, like, push hard into the south, but I feel like it might be a bit too little too late here to, like, try and outflank his opponent. And the assault is already, like, pretty grim there for the foot guards, taking massive amounts of damage here. You can even see the flag fish sort of brought in there to help, you know, stabilize the situation if it becomes necessary. Octa, though, is taking immense amounts of damage from the anti-tank guns. There you go, several hits here, but not enough to finish it off. And there you go, foot guards forced off, Reiki section pushed back. In the center, we see another attempt here. Ooh, Black Prince from Force, there you go. We got the Flak 56 and the Martyr just hammering into that. Heavy tank there. The Black Prince. 6-pounder crew that got down here. Pushed off. A gun abandoned. It's really turning ugly here now for Arius. The situation is collapsing at a rapid pace. And there you go. Almost got the Black Prince here. It is down to a tiny sliver of health. And there you go. The Flag 46 gets him with that. Arrows pops out. It is GG. Game over. A stinging blow to the British. They had the lead, but somewhat fumbled it. And the Germans were able to just, you know, exploit any weakness there by Arrows quite effectively. So, well played by Delirious. Good use of smoke. I think that was probably crucial at times, and Ares just didn't have anything like that on his own hands. I think to, like, really, you know, maybe gain himself a bit of a tactical edge here and there. So, hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. And this is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.